Aye, side of me.
Yo, she wanna lick a FaceTime call and she in her panties and bra. Oh, let me see what you have underneath. While you make a bunda move together like twin, I'ma have to film it. I like it, it's super exciting, you know. You could make man pull up on you, you know. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Girl, you know just how to satisfy your man. I can never get tired. Now you telling me it's my turn. Execution so smooth. Bring it closer till it's over. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Everything I do is splendid. They asking for new jobs, tell spending. Touch your toes, girl, bend it. You're rocking with a fucking legend. Best life, she want live her best life. I'ma give you your best life, and I could give you your best life. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. For 72 cause a disease. Wow.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. We are definitely live right now and we are expecting a very interesting guest, important guest very soon. But before we do that, let's get to the news of the day. Alexander Usyk's promoter was asked if Usyk was upset about having to rematch Anthony Joshua. Usyk said, well, I quote, "The rematch was spelled out in our contract when we discussed it. He was not upset, but on the contrary, was delighted. He said, cool, I will beat Anthony twice." Usyk is very, very confident that he beats Anthony Joshua for the second time. This is something that Team AJ has to look at. I mean, Joshua, I don't know what's been going on with the guy. He's not be like, the thing is that I don't know where Joshua would have to get his inspiration from, because as of recent, Anthony Joshua kind of lost his hunger. And one of our brothers did say today that Joshua need someone to piss him off, like Joshua like being pissed off before a fight. Well, against Usyk, you're not gonna get that. Joshua's not gonna get that because Usyk is not going to disrespect Joshua. He's not a trash talker. He's just a guy who's about that life, who fights. When he's very weird, awkward, he's very funny, but funny in the Soviet way. Those people from the former Soviet Union, the what they get from humor is like is different from what we, the general public understand. So that's why Usyk sometimes when he speak about some things, I'm like, what's this guy saying? It's not funny. But to them, it's funny. But to me, it's not funny. It's just like a little bit strange or weird in a way. But Usyk is about that life when you talk about boxing. Let's get our brother on here. Tajagbe. I want to hear from him regarding Usyk saying that he will beat Anthony Joshua twice. Okay, that listen, he's not upset about the rematch. It was already discussed, and he's going to honor it by beating Joshua again. Bro, what do you think about that statement? And do you really think, do you see Usyk beating Joshua again? Tajak, are you there? Can you mute on your hand? I guess you're there. If you can hear me. Anthony, are you there? Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
I thought it was my network, bro. I was like, what happened?
No, right here.
Yeah. So, what do you make of Usyk's statement saying that it will be Joshua again? You know, he look forward to it in a way. Do you think Usyk can do that? I mean, of course he did before, so I'm not going to doubt him. However, do you think that he really does it, or do you think Joshua would not allow, will come in different and with more hunger and the will to win?
Yeah, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for bringing me into this platform to speak about the current situation of our brother losing his bet. Usyk at the moment regarding this current fight he just had with Joshua that led him to lose his bet. Usyk has find out that he can be able to deal with Anthony Joshua even more than 12 rounds. I think he have already dig into that to find out that yes, he can be able to go beyond 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua. But because of Anthony Joshua's performances at this very last fight, that so much upsets Anthony Joshua's fan, because we, the fan, we were so disappointed to see our brother could not deliver. You know, he could not bring the Anthony Joshua that we know, to the ring. So, whatsoever Usyk is saying now is what Anthony Joshua brought before him. That enables him to take the bet from Joshua. But we, the Joshua fan, we fully know that Joshua have something in there that Joshua could not unleash on that last fight they had a few days ago.
Hello, ma. Yeah, continue, Anthony. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm still speaking, please.
Okay, wrap it up.
We believe that Anthony Joshua needs to go back. Yeah, Joshua needs to go back to the way he used to fight, the way Anthony Joshua used to be Anthony Joshua. With the way he fought the last fight, he wasn't really himself, and everybody was. If you look at that Tottenham Stadium, everybody was mute because it looked like this is not Anthony Joshua's fight. And at the end of the day, Usyk took the bet. So, with what Usyk has, with what he have already found for himself, he thinks, he can be able to do Anthony Joshua for the second time. But for somebody like me, Anthony Joshua have it in there, and I believe Joshua can be able to run into Usyk for the second time and have that victory.
Okay,
So
bro.
that is my take on Anthony Joshua having that second
Th-
rematch.
Times, bro. Times, bro. Guys, we have can you like mute it? Anthony, please mute it on your end. We have Marvel Barra, Juju's mom, on the line right now. And Ma, how you doing? How is everything?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me, Ma?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How is everything?
Maybe I should put my headphones on.
Okay, you can plug your headphones on. Yeah. Let's wait for her to do that.
Oh, yeah. I can
Oh,
hear you
this
now.
is better now. It's better now. We're better now. How are you? How are you doing? Everything fine?
I'm all right. I'm just, yeah. Getting ready for the autumn.
That's good. That's good. Ma, you watched the Joshua fight this past weekend, right?
Oh,
What
absolutely. I wasn't going to miss that
what
fight.
what do you think? I know you're a Joshua fan. What do you think went wrong for him?
I don't think he even got started, quite honestly. I don't think he wanted to win the fight, quite honestly.
Really?
I think, yeah, because he was talking about having a trilogy, what do you call that? He wanted to be third-time champion. So when I heard that, I thought to myself, don't tell me. He's not going to win it. It's going to be like the Andy Louise fight, and then he's going to come back, and then he's going to, get Usyk out of there. And just as I thought, he wasn't in it. He didn't come there to fight. I mean, he's a big guy. He could have leaned on the guy. Usyk's a smaller guy. I mean, I don't know. He seems like he's it didn't seem like he was wanted to be in the fight. That's what it seemed to be. He's more laid back. You know what I mean? He wasn't putting the fight on Usyk. If you're not going to put your fight on the person, what's the point of being in the ring?
Very interesting.
Hello?
I can hear you, Ma. I can hear you.
That's
I'm
how
listening.
it felt because he could do good body shots. He didn't do that. He didn't do loads of things he was supposed to do. And I'm thinking, well, what's he doing? Kick the guy. What's he doing?
Did you see the? Did you
And
see?
I don't understand what happened at the end. Why he didn't bother getting off his stool? Why didn't he get off his stool? Because I think if you keep sitting down, it's going to influence your judges as well to think, oh well, the box. I mean, if there's a judge who's thinking, oh yeah, we might give it to give them a tie or something. But he just stayed on the seat. I don't know. I just seemed to be strange to me. I don't think he wanted to fight. I think he wanted to lose. I was like screaming, come on, like everybody else must have been screaming at the screen. And I don't know what it was like at the stadium. But anyway, hopefully he'll come back and win the fight. How he's supposed to have won the fight in the first place.
What game plan did you?
That is my
Ma, can you hear me?
game plan.
What game plan did you expect you to? What game plan did you expect you to go in with?
Well,
Were you expecting him to
put pressure on him? Yeah, I expected him to fight him like how he fought Dylan White, for instance. How he fought even, I don't know, what's his name? Packer. Is that the last person he fought?
Yeah, Parker.
I don't know. He just seemed to be that. It was just, yeah. I just feel like he did not want to fight, and so that's why Usyk was giving it to him.
Do you think Usyk
if he really wanted to fight, he would have got him out of there.
Do you think Usyk was just the better man? You think it's because Usyk was just a better man?
Well, Usyk is a very good boxer, and what did Eddie Hearn say and Tony Bellew? They say don't try and box him. Just brawl him. No point getting into a boxing match with Usyk, because Usyk is, technically a brilliant boxer. So best thing is just bring the heat. He didn't bring no heat. He was flat as a pancake. And the worst thing is the corner didn't even tell him that he was losing. Because if they had told him, hopefully he would have stepped on the gas and got him out of there. He thought he won the fight because they didn't tell him anything. But I don't know. Maybe it was all part of the game plan to lose the fight, to con the public, to make look like, oh, Usyk's the better boxer. I have no idea. But to me, he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Ma, did you watch? Did you watch? Did you watch Usyk Joyce in the amateurs when I think that was in 2013, right?
I was there, man. I was at the fight. Oh my God, it was electrifying. You didn't even think you was in England. They had drums playing. They were dressed up like peacocks. It was like a carnival.
Yeah, but you do know that Usyk was at boxing Joyce and in that fight when they fought. So Usyk is a very good boxer. He's a supreme boxer. Man.
Well, to be fair, Raymond. To be fair, Joby only had started boxing. Yeah, Usyk was a gold medalist, so of course he should know what he's doing. He was there, a novice. Joe Joyce, as you lot call him, was a novelist, and he was just thrown into the lion's den and to get on with it. And I think he did, brilliantly considering. But
he did well.
If he fights Usyk this time, it'd be a whole different ball game, and Usyk knows that. That's why he didn't fight him when the WBO asked him to fight. He refused. He was just waiting around.
How do you think? How do you think?
I don't blame him because he wants to get money. It's all about the money.
How do you think Joyce approached the Usyk fight if it were to happen?
Yeah, he just bring the heat from the beginning. Yeah, that's what I think. He would deal with him the way he dealt with I don't know who's that person he fought in his full fight, Lemroy Thomas. He would just bring the heat to him. Anyway, they're both different boxers now because they're both professionals now. So obviously, I think as Eddie Hearn and Tolu Benyu and a lot of the boxing world do not try and get into a boxing match with Usyk. Even Derek Chisora did better than AJ on Saturday. Derek Chisora brought the heat. Even Lily got Usyk out of there at one point. That's how you have to deal with Usyk. There's no point doing any boxing match with him. Because he will outbox people. Because he's technically brilliant, isn't he?
Do you buy into the?
He did what he stuck to his game plan.
Yeah. I'm listening, ma. I'm listening.
What do you say? Do I buy into?
Do you buy into the opinion of some people that say that Usyk is too small for an heavyweight, so is no match for the top dog?
No, I don't buy it. I don't buy into that because he in the WSB he was fighting the super heavyweights, so he can fight them. He's already done that in the amateurs. But I think it depends on the heavyweight who he's boxing. For instance, if he got into the ring with Tyson Fury, I think it would be a different ball game because he's all a jerky and he's good on his feet and he's got fast hands. But if you're, I don't know. I was trying to think who else he could fight. It'd be quite interesting to see him fight Joseph Parker, for instance, because they're both sort of, you know, boxers, aren't they? But I think obviously Usyk is probably more superior in his boxing. And it is like playing chess, and you need to think free. You know, you have to think ahead of what you're doing and see what your opponent's doing, and that's probably why he was able to beat Anthony Joshua on Saturday. But I think he beat him because Anthony Joshua didn't really want to fight him. Well, if that was Anthony Joshua fighting Usyk, and he thinks that's how he's not going to win the rematch if he's going to fight him like that. That's for sure. Because you've got to bring the heat. You can't just sit there and play boxing with Usyk. So my opinion is that I don't think he really wanted to fight him. And also, he's thinking about this being third time champion. And if he wants to be third time champion, then of course he deliberately loses the fight, isn't it? To create that. It's not rocket science.
That's
He
very.
had to do it twice with Andy Louise.
Okay,
I think sometimes people gotta listen to what the boxers say.
From your point right now, okay, your son Joyce has come out to say that he wants a fight next. We know that the fight will not happen next because of the rematch clause that that Joshua has triggered. However, if the fight were to happen now, you say Joyce is going to put a heat on him. Is Joyce going to fight him the way he fought Dubois, like with a jab and be careful a little bit, or is it just going to go in there all gun blazing?
How Joe Joyce fights, it depends on the opponent in front of him. And whoever's in front of him, he would deal with them how he needs to deal with them. Every fight he's fought, it's been different. Okay, I've been hearing comments like, "Oh, Joshua had some injury before the fight." A lot of boxers have injuries before they get into the ring because they're doing their sparring or whatever. When my son fought his first professional fight, he had an injury. He was fighting with one arm. So I don't want to hear excuses, because people, all those boxers, they all have some kind of injury or something when they're going into a fight. And if they don't, then it's a miracle, because sparring is a bit like, a boxing match. So I think he will deal with whoever he has to deal with. He would deal with Usyk. Well, whatever's presented to him in the ring, he would deal with him. If he feels that the boxer, he can get them out of there, he will have no respect for them and just do his normal juggernauting. But he knows the sweet science of boxing. So he'll do what he needs to do. Don't ask me about the game plan, Raymond, because I have no idea. He hasn't crossed that bridge yet.
It means it's going to be a fight.
And
then.
even if he does,
it's not a boxing match. It's a fight.
He's not going to tell me his game plan, Raymond. I don't know, but all I know is Joshua should have brought the heat on to Usyk, and he didn't. He was advised that from the boxing world. He didn't. They said, don't get into a boxing match. He decided to get into a boxing match. Not only that, he didn't even fight. So I don't know what's going on there. Because do you call that fighting what he did in the ring on Saturday, then, Raymond?
Well, it did hurt Usyk. It did hurt Usyk to the body, a couple of times. But I don't know why he didn't follow up. Because
and why didn't he carry on?
Usyk felt it. Usyk was like, You know,
Exactly.
I have
And
been
the
watching the
corner
fight. You know,
job is to, yeah. And why didn't the corner tell him? Hit him more to the body. Because they can see from the outside what's going on. They can see, oh, he's hurt. If AJ didn't see that he hurt him, his corner should have told him, you hurt him. Go for the center again. Go for his, the body again. But they don't tell him anything. Just, oh, you're doing brilliant, mate. What kind of advice is that? That's nonsense.
you know Rob McCracken,
So I
right?
don't know. The whole thing is a bit
Do
funny.
you think Rob McCracken is the
No,
right
I
trainer
don't know
for
him.
Joshua?
I don't know him personally.
Do you think
I
it's
can't.
the right
Answer
trainer?
that. Only Joshua knows.
Okay.
Well, Rob McCracken is an amateur. He's an amateur coach. He's not a professional coach because he deals with the amateurs. And AJ's been with him from the amateurs, and he's taken him to the professional. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but only AJ knows that. And I think sometimes in life you have to try something a bit different. Maybe you might outgrow that person. Like clothes. It
Yeah.
gets a bit worn out. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe now he'd be thinking, oh, I might get a new trainer. But the rematch is coming up quite soon, isn't it?
We don't know
Isn't it
when yet. It's going to be
February, March?
next year, between February and March.
Probably February, March. So who's he going to get to coach him?
I mean, there are lots of trainers in America. I think he should get an American trainer, or should add one to his camp. I think someone like Virgil Hunter will be good.
Yeah. I think with AJ, I think he's just used to the setup he's got in Sheffield. They've got all the equipment there, the psychologist, the this, the that, measuring how much punches, whatever he does. It's all set up for him there. So maybe he finds it, that's where he wants to be. I don't know. But if it's not working, you've got to you've got to change something. I.e., like Daniel Dubois, he changed. He went to, what's his name? That guy, the Irish guy, Shane McGuigan. So he's with him now. After he fought my son, he did some changes. It's only up to the boxer if they want to make changes. If they don't want to make changes, there's nothing you can do. They have to just get on with it. If it works for them, then they're going to stick with it. If it doesn't, then they make a change. But we can say what we like, but it's up to the boxer what they want to do. Sometimes, what do you say? You cut an old dog can't change its spots or something. Now look at my son. He's had different coaches, and he's learned from all the different coaches, and it's added tools to his box, So sometimes I think it's good to have a change and switch things up because it helps your learning process. Even Tyson Fury, a lot of them have done it. But maybe some people are scared of change. Who knows?
I think it's loyalty, though. No.
And am I making any sense?
Yeah, of course.
Loyalties, yeah, but loyalty. If it's not going to help you do what you need to do, well, what's the point of that? But obviously, it's been working for AJ up to now, hasn't it? But, that's what I'm saying about this fight on Saturday. He said he wanted to be 3-time champ. So maybe his game plan was to lose the fight, not to win it. But of course, they're not going to say that on camera, are they? But anyway, hopefully we see the best version of him on the rematch. And if this is his best version, then he needs to make changes, especially in the corner.
Like how many trainers does Joshua have? Because
I was
because
pretty
in the
upset.
corner, like almost like I think about 3 people like were talking to him, not one person, like not Rob McCracken
Well, you
only.
see, that makes it. Well, you only need one person to speak in your ear. I mean, especially in a situation like that where there's thousands of people screaming and shouting, you want only one voice. I mean, it's the same thing with that guy, Joe Saunders. He had so many people talking in his ears. He was getting all confused. Well, which one do you listen to? You want to listen to one voice. You know, there should be only one person talking in your ear in a boxing match, not 100 people or how many people there were in the corner. I mean, I was very upset. He lost the fight. I wanted him to win the fight. I think everyone wanted him to win the fight. But congratulations to Usyk. He did a brilliant job. He did what he had to do. You know.
Ma, do you see Usyk ruling the heavyweight division like the Klitschko brothers did?
No. No, I think Usyk just wanted to get all those belts. He could just sail off into the sunset now if he wanted to. Because he did what he wanted to do in the cruiserweight, and now he's done what he has to do in the heavyweight scene. Oh no, he's got to get one more belt, isn't it? Is it the WBC belt?
Yeah. He wants to get that. That reminds me though, like the Wilder Fury fight is getting close. Next week.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's in. Yeah, so we're gonna. What do you think? What do you think? There's gonna be another upset?
Upset? I'm rooting for Wilder to win.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Wilder to win.
If Wilder wins, what does it mean? Usyk's gonna fight Wilder?
No, not yet. Usyk has to beat Joshua for second time.
Oh, okay, all right. And then whoever
wins that, then can unify with. But I heard something today that the WBC might call for the mandatory against Dillian Whyte. You know, Dillian Whyte being could become the mandatory. He's already in the position, so the WBC just have to call it. So the winner of Wilder Fury might have to fight Whyte. You know. Yeah.
Okay, well that'd be interesting.
Yeah, and if Wilder wins, I think.
So if Wilder wins, do you think he'll beat Dylan?
Dylan is a dog. He's a dog, you know. So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I do think Dillian Whyte both have chances of beating each other. However, I think Wilder carries that bazooka power, you know, that power that can take you out of your feet at any time. So he just needs to land it. And I don't think Dillian Whyte is as defensively solid as Tyson Fury, you know.
So if Tyson Fury wins, what will happen with Tyson Fury and Dylan?
Well, if Tyson Fury wins, then Dillian Whyte versus Tyson Fury will be a very tricky fight. You know, Fury no doubt is more skillful than Dillian Whyte. However, Whyte against Fury will have more confidence than against Wilder, because Fury is not a puncher.
Okay, yeah.
You know, he's not going to be scared of Fury's punch, but he will be scared of Wilder's punch, because where Wilder lands, he might not be scared of it, but when he lands, he will feel it, and he will like, oh, let me try and adjust myself and try to be defensively solid. Against Fury, I think he will just go in there and fight Fury like crazy. I think he will make it a dogfight. Against Wilder, he would do the same until the right hand lands. Because Wilder always have when he land the right hand, no matter how strong your chin is, you feel it. You feel it all over your body. And then if he landed again, then if Wilder lands 5 right hands, he takes anybody out. And that's just something I think he's blessed with.
But you have to try and catch.
Yeah, I think that's just something he's blessed with.
Catch Fury first.
Yeah, this time around, I think
Fury's felt his hand and he got back up, didn't he?
That was twice. He landed twice. Can Fury take?
Anything can happen in boxing.
Can Fury take? Can Fury take 5 of that right hands? I don't think so. He can take 5 of it. He took 2. He took 2 the last time.
I think he would just dance around him, won't he?
I think Fury will make it a boxing match in his next fight.
I don't know how it's good.
I think he will.
Keep him away.
Jagba is also fighting on the card against Frank Sanchez, who is also like Usyk in a way. Frank Sanchez has over 300 amateur fights. He's got that Cuban style.
Wow. Well, that's going to be interesting.
Jagba is like, of course, it's the co-main event, and I'm just like, Jagba have to. I think Jagba will bring his dog out. He's got it in him. He's got a savage spirit in him.
So you're going to stay up to 4 a.m.
I'm gonna watch. I don't know. Each time I watch Nigerian fight, I'm always nervous. I'm always worried. Like against Joshua, I was like, I'm of course a week to the fight. I wasn't really feeling anything, but
because you want them to win.
Few days before the fight, I was like, damn. I was like,
because you root them.
I said this is gonna be very hard. So my heart was just beating as the fight was. My heart was just beating. I was just shaking like crazy. That's why I couldn't go live that day. And this fight, Wilder, Fury.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
I'm gonna be the same.
My stomach was hurting me. I was going, oh, my stomach. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my stomach was hurting me. I said to Toron, this is not a good sign. My stomach's hurting me.
Well, I mean, Joshua, at the end of the 12th round, he looked defeated in a way. He just didn't contest it in a way. Like, he wasn't happy that normally when a fight. Yeah, it's just like, I'm really, really.
But he was like that with Andy Louise. He didn't. It's almost like he surrenders to, okay, I've lost a fight. Okay, I just go back to the drawing board. That's what he did with the Andy Louise fight. Instead of he's not sort of boxer who makes a fuss. He just, I lost a fight. But actually, he didn't. He seemed like, I think he thought he won the fight for some. I don't know. It came across as if he thought he won the fight, and then he was. Then I don't know whether he was in shock or maybe he was concussed. I don't know, but he wasn't there, was he? I mean, he couldn't get up from the stool.
Guys, if you have any question, if you have any question for Jojo's mom, Mavokbara, type it on the live chat right now. I'm reading the comments. If you have any question for Mavokbara, Jojo's mom, just let me know on the live chat right now. Ma, continue. Sorry to interrupt. I had to say it and just spit it out there.
No, and I just saying. I think he just, when he lost an Andy Louise fight, he was the same. He just accepted. He surrendered to losing and just decided, okay, go back to the drawing board. So that's what he's going to do, isn't he?
Although the Ruiz fight was more shocking though, like the way he lost it.
What really happened there? Oh no, I don't think he was prepared. I know with that fight, he was not prepared for that fight. It didn't seem like he was prepared at all, because I remember him talking on, I can't remember where I heard it, but he only looked at the videos about Andy Louise, I think the night before. You don't go into a fight and start looking at videos of your opponent the night before.
He also did the same
You know,
with his fight.
So
He also
don't
the,
think he.
he also the same. I heard Spencer Fiero mention it somewhere when in the interview.
I don't think he was actually professional.
Why does he do that? I don't get why does he do that? I don't understand.
But with this one, I don't think he wanted to win the fight because he wants to have a third. He wants to be, to be third-time champ. So maybe he tried to look like he was fighting, but he didn't come across like that, did it, at all? He's like half measured. It was like he's half in there and half not in there,
Ma, what do you make of the people who are counting him out now, saying he's a bum or like trying to call him also the name? Kind of discrediting his achievement.
This is just troll. No, but that's just fickle of the boxing fans, isn't it? Look what they did with Daniel Dubois, isn't it? Same thing. They was bigging him up. When he lost a fight, they was, throwing the kitchen sink at him. It's like that all the time. As they love you when you're winning, they don't love you when you're losing.
Or are they just fake fans? Maybe.
Oh well, yeah, they're probably just fake fans or casual fans. Because if you're a real fan of your boxer, you'd be there with them whatever happens.
Ma, I have a question.
Everybody was sad.
Ma, sorry to interrupt, Ma. I have a question for you from Adewale on the live show right now. He said, who should Joyce fight in between while waiting for the winner of Usyk versus Joshua 2?
Well, I think there was some names put out there. I think not Usyk. What's his name again? The Cuban guy, Southport.
Luis Ortiz.
Ortiz, but I don't know what happened there. I think every time when JB, it's their team offer fights to people, they always seem to not want to fight him for some reason. So I don't know. Who do you suggest he should fight next? I think Joseph Parker would have been a good fight.
Well, who should... people watching on the live chat, who should Joyce fight next? What do you suggest? Jojo's mom is asking right now. And Boxing Hog...
Joseph Parker would have been a good fight.
Boxing Hog is saying Joyce is Igbo. With question mark.
Yes, he is.
So you heard it, Boxing Hog. He is. I already told you guys many times.
That question?
It's just Nigerians' curiosity, because I think when you call him Obi or something like that,
Obi, yes.
Yeah, I think they
His middle name is Obi.
Nigerians are always curious about things, just out of love for their brother.
Yeah, and he fights with his heart.
Yeah,
he's all heart. He's all heart.
Yeah, he fights with his heart. By the way, how did Joyce develop that heart that he has? Like, is it just something? Is it because of his athletic background? Because I heard he was into rugby before.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of what he's done. A lot of different done different sports. Rugby, swimming, karate. Capoeira, kickboxing, you name it. Shot put, high jump, you name it, he's done it. So, but athletics, gymnastics, ballet, he's done everything. But boxing was his thing. He just decided, he took to it like a duck to water. And I think the reason being is because he loves the training side of it. He doesn't get tired. He's like me. He's like his grandma. He's a Trojan horse. He just keeps moving forward. Yeah. I think it's genetics,
Yeah.
And then my family, they're quite athletic as well. So it's probably part of his genes.
Yeah, I think so. And of course,
and swimming is good.
Isn't Joyce half Irish as well, right? He's not half Irish as well.
No, he's not. No. Let's put that straight. He's not half Irish. He's half Scottish.
Oh, how come people say he's half Irish?
I don't know because they think the Irish. It was that Irish boxer, Joe Joyce.
Oh,
Thinking that.
yeah, because people would say they half Irish. Like I was like, Joshua's dad is half Irish. You know, yeah, because Joshua's dad's mom.
Joshua's dad.
Yeah, Joshua's dad. His mom.
Oh.
You know, his grandmother is an Irish woman.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay. What,
yeah.
Joshua's mum?
No, Joshua's grandmother
grandmother.
from his dad's side.
Really?
Yeah, he is. I mean,
Interesting.
I've got the picture
I didn't
here.
know that.
I've got the picture here. That's why.
What part of Ireland?
I don't know what part of Highland, but
Oh, well, that's very interesting.
it means Joshua's dad is half Irish. You know, Joshua's dad is half Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. Interesting news to me. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joshua is half Scottish.
Yeah,
Scottish
very
people are Scottish people are hard people, huh? They are really, really warriors.
They are warriors. That's for true. That's
Yeah,
for sure. They
very
got heart.
resilient as well.
They're
Like they got
great
heart. So Joyce has a gene of, you know, like two strong genes. Like that's
Scottish.
crazily good.
Scottish and Nigerian.
Yeah, that's crazily good. I must say, you know. Oh, but like you say that his athletic background is the reason why he's got a heart, right? Like now, like George West growing up, did you ever think George West could be this strong? You know, like I was watching the other day. The other day I was watching his fight against Usyk. You know, George West took so many punches from Usyk and just walked right through them, like nothing happened. Like I myself, I'm surprised.
I used. Yeah, well, I think it's genetics because I used to be a right tomboy. I used to just fight boys. I didn't used to feel anything. I just, you know, and I did kickboxing as well. When I was 6.5 pregnant with my younger son, I was doing kickboxing. So I don't know. I think his dad is strong as well. He's got the big bones from his dad, big bone frame. So I think, and he's got a very high density, bone density. And yeah, I think all of that makes up, and I think also because of his upbringing, his diet, he didn't eat all this rubbish what kids eat. I used to cook everything from scratch because I was a microbiotic, and you know everything was raw, everything was seeds, beans, pulses, you know, everything was pure. No salt, no sugar, you know. So, and he was always in nature. I don't know. And he always used to climb trees like I used to climb trees. And, you know, and I think if you've got a good foundation, it's going to make you grow up strong and plus your genes, you know. So then you become a powerhouse.
Ma, do you know Egovish? You know Egovish?
Yes, I know. I met him.
Someone say Usyk, George West will fight Egovish. What do you make of that fight?
Yeah, he did fight him in the amateurs. He probably will fight him one day again. But he's with Matchroom, isn't he? You see all this. This is what pisses me off with boxing. It's all political. It's not like the old school boxing back in the day. Old school boxers, they used to just fight each other. There's not all this promoters and TV rights and all this network, and you've got to, you know, they used to just fight. It was much easier then for boxers to fight each other. Now, it depending on who's promoting you and what network you on and blah blah blah. I think they should just put boxing back on terrestrial TV and let it be free. That way, they're not competing with each other. Oh, are you on BT? Oh, are you on Sky? Oh, are you on whatever other platform there is? What there's the Zone now, or what's that other one in America? What's their ones? So there's
Uh,
all these mad,
ESPN and
yeah,
Fox.
that's it. Yeah, so that's why it's all business now. It's all pure business. That's why everything's held up because they're doing their 2 fight deals and trilogy fights, and nobody can fight each other anymore. It's become stalemate. It's become boring. I'm a boxing fan and I'm bored of it all. Well, I just want to see them all fight each other. So yeah, to answer to your question, yes, he will fight Philip Herkovich one day when the promoters allow them to do so.
Yeah, it would be a very good fight.
And so yes, it would be a very good fight because they saw each other in the amateurs. It was a good fight then, So, and now there's new boxers coming up now from the GB squad, like Fraser Clark. But obviously,
yeah, I saw the fight. Joyce Fraser Clark. It was a war. It was a war, but Joyce won it.
Yeah. It was a war. It was
that was when I got scared of Jojo. I said this guy's not human, because what happened? I was watching that fight. Like I was watching the
robot.
I was watching the fight, and Fraser Clark landed big massive punches on Joyce, and Jojo just took it like nothing happened. He kept walking forward.
Yeah.
Fraser Clark was overwhelmed by Joyce, like he was like, what is this? I mean, he was even surprised. And after Joyce allowed him to land, do everything that he did, big punches, like punches that can take regular people out, cold. Was just walking forward and taking it like nothing is happening. He was just blocking the punches with his face.
Like Scooby Snacks.
And then Fraser Clark
because it's probably because of the rugby.
Fraser Clark gassed out and threw him bombs, and Joyce just pounced on him, and it was done. Finished him, stopped him.
Yeah, well, that's like he did with Takam, innit? He pounced on him. Yeah. So, but yeah, he doesn't need to be taking punches to his face like that. But I think it's also because he's done rugby, he's used to people charging at him. So his body's become immune to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like muscle memory. It's like, okay, I've been hit in the head. Okay, it's not affecting me. That kind of thing is muscle. So it's almost like he's got an extra layer of protection because of all that rugby.
Yeah, I think. What do you make of Mike Tyson's statement saying that he has the fans with Joshua and Usyk?
I don't know. What did he say?
He said Joshua and Usyk or these heavyweights, if they could beat him in his prime, if they would have beaten him in his prime, that is not sure.
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think they would beat Mike Tyson in his prime. No, they were different. You see, I think they were a different kind of generation. They had more raw energy. I think these lot of boxers, they're a bit. What's the word? They lack. Oh, I don't know what it is. Killer instinct, is that the thing?
Yeah.
The only one who I would say who's got that real killer instinct is probably Dylan White. He's got that, and my son. The rest of them are sort of. I mean, Joshua used to have it. I don't know what's happened. This is what I'm saying with this fight. I'm thinking, where's his killer instinct? Where is it? It wasn't even there. It wasn't there. The fire had gone out. He was just like, what's going on? It was like a melting candle. You know what I mean? So, well, I don't know what's happened to his.
You think it's the money? You think it's the money, or you think it's too many yes men?
No, I just
think it's too many yes men around him.
I don't know. I don't know. It could be that I don't know, but I think he didn't want to fight on Saturday. That's what I personally feel. I don't know what everybody else is feeling, but that's what I feel. You know, and
Okay.
if he did, if that's him fighting his best, that's not him. Well, he's going to have to do much better in the rematch. But my stomach was hurting. I just felt it was like oh, it was painful because it was to the point where you thought, oh my God, is Usyk going to knock him out? You know, and at the end, he really did. And I'm thinking, why is he letting this happen? And that's what I don't understand. Considering he used to know how to street fight and everything. What happened to the street fighter? What happened to the street fighter in him in that fight on Saturday? It was nowhere to be seen. I didn't feel it at all. It was just like, oh, I don't know what was going on there. Maybe
Yeah.
he'd already made out his mind he wasn't going to win the fight because he wants to have a, free fight deal. I mean, is it not a free? No, to be third-time champ. But you see what's going on today. You need to take things when you can because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You know, there's too much mind games and too much politics going on. It's too. No.
Okay, Ma. Let me leave you to do your things for now. I just want to say thanks for coming to the show. I appreciate
I
you.
hope that all makes sense. Am I making sense?
Yeah, but of course, why not?
Thank you. Does it make any
And
sense what I'm saying?
yeah, we're live,
Is
and
there any more questions?
no, people like it for now. So, I will call you on personal levels soon. You know, it's not everything one must discuss online.
And is there any more questions in the question?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is there any more questions?
not question, but just kind of opinions. Someone is saying here that AJ was drugged in that first Ruiz fight. I don't know about that being drugged.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Like,
Well, we just don't know anything.
I don't know. I don't know if he was drugged.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he hadn't had enough sleep. Maybe he was jet lagged.
Someone say that yeah, you made perfect sense. He said he loved everything you said.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ma. I appreciate you for coming.
Well, it's been a pleasure coming on.
Hope to have you soon, though, because the Water Fury one. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna watch that Water Fury one live. I don't know if you're gonna watch it live, but if you will watch it live, then I think it'll be nice.
What's that for in the morning?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'll probably watch it on YouTube the next day.
I'm gonna be going live for
But
it.
it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure coming on. It's good to have a woman's perspective sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. There's someone say here, when will Joyce be fighting again? I mean, when we already answered that, right?
Yeah. And Raymond,
Mhm.
would
Yeah,
you
ma.
like to see AJ and Joe fight?
Right now
No, if
or
the
when?
opportunity arises.
Well,
Well,
both are Nigerians. I don't enjoy seeing Nigerians fight each other. However, if it's on, except maybe there is like something on the line, like a title or so, then why not? Why not? It's part of the things that has to happen.
Yeah.
But if there's no title, so what are they fighting for? Like there's nothing on the line, just fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but hello, yeah.
Well, back in the day, they didn't have so many titles, did they?
Yeah, now it's like confusing in a way. Like so many titles are like
They're stripping away some of the titles.
it's a little bit. But I don't think Usyk will. even if Usyk beats Joshua in a rematch, even if as it's a big if, because Joshua might show, bring his dog out, in the second fight. So even if he beats him in the second in the rematch, I don't.
What he's supposed to have done in the first fight.
Well, Joshua did not show. He did not bring out the savage in him in the first fight. So maybe the second fight it will.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
So even if
well, he needs to, doesn't he?
even if Usyk beats him, someone is saying AJ is English. Well, you can say that as English. However, he's Nigerian to me. So I mean, it's just what it is, bro. AJ is English and Nigerian. It could be two.
I think AJ fights. I think he fights when he needs to fight. He didn't want to fight on Saturday. So
yeah.
It's in him. We all know it's in him. So.
Yeah, I can hear you, Ma.
Yeah, so hopefully he will fight the fight he should have fought on Saturday in his rematch. And if he doesn't fight that fight in the rematch, then I don't know what's going to happen after that.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, though. Let's see. It's going to be a long road. I think Joshua has to go to a location where he's uncomfortable. You have to be in an uncomfortable environment to thrive.
We should just send him back to the village. We send him to the village.
maybe somewhere, maybe somewhere in California, like maybe somewhere in California where like
you know where he should go?
Big Bear, Big Bear or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Where JB was in Big Bear.
Yeah, nobody
train with Abel Sanchez.
Nobody to mingle with. Nobody like just training and training and training and training.
Just eat, sleep, train, and no distractions.
Yeah, I think that will work out. But Abel Sanchez, is he a good trainer? Do you think he will do well with AJ? Like, he's a comfort fighter, though.
Well, he's got
a comfort trainer. Like, he teaches.
He's got a different style.
Mm.
Yeah.
You think that his style will be good for AJ?
Have to follow his. You would have to listen to what he says, and he's got his own way of doing things. He's got his own blueprint, which you have to follow. It's very, very strict, and if you're not disciplined enough, well, I believe AJ is, because he's been on the GB squad, so he has those discipline in him. So yeah, I think it'd be probably a good thing for him. But maybe he won't want to train Abel Chance. Maybe he might find it a bit. Not everyone can handle that kind of place. Fury couldn't. After 1 week, I think he left.
Really?
So not everyone can handle. Yeah, he didn't stay. He went down to wherever it was. He didn't stay up there.
I mean, Joyce loved it.
High up in altitude, isn't it?
Joyce loved it when he was there.
Oh yeah, that's because my son's different, isn't it? He's used to being out in the mountains and stuff. I used to take him to the mountains when he was little. He likes being in nature. So that's what I'm saying. Some people, they're not used to that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So, but I think it'd be good for him to go and try it and see how he gets on.
Yeah, I think so.
Quite good for him, but I don't know whether he would. Yeah. Anyway, it's been great talking, and thanks for everyone who's been listening.
Thanks, Mom.
Hopefully we'll speak again. You need to get AJ onto the program. That's what I think.
Well, now it's gonna be difficult now.
I think it's a good time.
Oh no.
Questions. So what happened, AJ?
No. Like, I think that would be like difficult now because although I was promised that I will get something after the fight, from one of Team AJ member. However, since it's lost now, so it would be very selfish of me to ask the person again. So I just have to just let it slide for now.
No, ask them.
No, 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 no more, no more. I'm not doing
I
that.
think it'd be, I think it'd be wonderful. You've had my son in there, so why don't you have AJ on there? Why not?
I
You're
mean,
representing Nigerian boxers. I don't see why not.
now that it's lost in a way, I think even if I were to write that team member now, I think he would be very kind of upset with me, like say, "Oh, why this time? He just lost." And I don't see
I think
Joshua.
everyone would be
I don't see.
delighted to
I don't
hear
see
from
Joshua
AJ.
doing an interview until a week before his next fight. I think he's gonna go into training and just stay there. I think he will do that.
No, but this is the best time because he'd probably have a little break before he goes back into training. He's not going to go straight back into training. So he'd probably have a little break because he's been training for how many weeks now? So, because first of all, he was training for Tyson Fury. Then that didn't happen. So then he went straight into camp and started training for Usyk. So he hasn't really had a break. So I think this is probably a good time for him to come on. I think it'd be brilliant. Everyone will be on there asking him questions and listening to what he's got to say. I think it'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks, Mark.
Anyway,
I appreciate
over
you
to
coming.
Look, you talk about him all the time. Yeah, thank you, Raymond. I'm rattling on now. Okay.
I'll talk to you
bless.
soon, man. God bless you.
And God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Speak to you soon, man. So, guys, that was Joyce's mom. I want to really, really appreciate her coming to the show. I wasn't expecting it. Didn't even think she would, but she did. She's very open-minded, and anytime I call upon her, she just answers. She's like that. Yes, guys, you heard everything from her. So let's just hope that the upcoming fights, in Wilder against the Fury, F.A. Ajagba against Frank Sanchez, let's hope they get through the fight. God bless you guys. Cheers.
On you, you know. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see you. See what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see you. Let me see what you have underneath. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see you. Let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man.